and start this slow slog again, getting up to the city with our siege tower. Right on, that wasn't too bad. I could go right for the city, but that's not that optimal. I want to get rid of these trebuchets first, and I think the key here is going to be the slow grind down of the frigate damage, along with getting everyone in range so that we've got the city under siege and it can't heal itself up. Okay, so it says 3 tiles away. Boom. Minus 17 on the defenses. That's pretty awesome. And I've got a second frigate too, who's not quite at level 5. Once they get there, we'll have 2 of those guys. Great artillery pieces. So now I've got 2 things to worry about. Stuck upon Trent, we got to take this eventually, and London's about to flip. Plan is, let's get these cannon fodder suzerain man-at-arms over to London, and we'll just throw them at whatever that city creates. Then we'll use our sweet berserkers to do some real fighting here. Go after the catapults. Only took 42 damage. That's actually pretty impressive for that catapult, not taking more. And I've got one more berserker. Having them actually attack the cities, not the best. They don't do too much damage. But I can get rid of this Hinduist apostle. I can get rid of some Hinduism here around here, because I actually like this religion. Being able to faith buy your theater square districts and your campus district buildings is pretty strong. Alright, finally got our spies established in Paris. One will gain sources, and that'll just make them be a little bit stronger. But it's nice to actually get some vision here of what's going on in France. The other, I was hoping to siphon funds, but they don't have that many funds in Paris. So why don't we send you to a better city like Frankfurt? The commercial hub here, it's the same amount of siphon funds, which is not great, but there's the option to steal tech boost, which is a little bit more possible than Great Works Heist. Those are just insanely hard to pull off. Steam power just unlocked, so we got more movement for our embark units, and we can get some railroads going, so I can get my units to embarking a little bit quicker. The next tech I would like would be something to help me in the war here. So line infantry, well, this war, future wars, line infantry going down to military science is pretty attractive. And not far after that, we've got refining. That offers us the battleship and also tells us where the oil is. Battleships are sweet because you get 3 range on your strike, so you can just rain down fire with impunity from the sea on any of these cities here in France. Leads definitely go with the monument repair, and I do have one builder on the way here to try and fix up some of this plundered city. So Nidaros before, 30 turns till growth, now just 20. Just wait till I get this fish upgraded. So London should flip, which is a dang shame. Our unit's taking a little bit of fire here. This berserker almost dying. Renaissance era ending in 5 turns, and that's also not good because it's looking like I'm going into a dark age at this point. I know finishing off a civilization gives you 5 era score, so maybe completing that will help me out. I'm going to move this caravel in here. Cop that 320 gold from the trader. My goodness. And another 200 culture. Well, we're not in too much of a place to do tons of damage to these guys sitting in the city. Just back off my berserker. I've got the one frigate that can keep firing over and over again. But all I'm going to allot to the defense are these men-at-arms from Armagh. Somehow we've set 2 of them on the exact same tile. I'm not sure how the game thinks that's okay. But man, try and attack this tile, you're going to be in for a heap of trouble. I've got my second frigate. Let's bring them around to stoke upon Trent, see if we can get some more artillery fire down. We've already used this guy for the turn. The garrison health is, fortification, down a third already. That's actually pretty solid. But you see, actually going up and trying to fight the city, we do a tiny bit of damage, but it's nothing like it was before with our berserkers. And that's even with the siege tower sitting right here. But maybe I can get rid of catapult. That would be nice. Back to Nidaros here. Look, 19. We'll get this down to 12. Now our city's finally growing again. It's awesome. It's nice to get back to our cities that aren't and not just constantly fighting the wars. Oslo's looking good. Just look at the tiles we're working here. They're all, what, 5, 6, 7 tiles? 7 yield tiles, sorry. And we're going to have population growth in 1 turn, and that next tile won't be quite as good. Now, I'm noticing the border growth is a little bit questionable. I'd like them to get over to the east a bit. But there's honestly potential for a whole new city, taking advantage of these 2 tiles here, because this city of Oslo just can't reach it. So let me get a tack down here, indicating we want to get a new city center there soon. And like I was saying, the next citizen that's created here in 1 turn, their job is just going to be not that good, not that helpful. So let's just buy out a settler. We can get to work on that ASAP. Watered Oslo finished, though, a lighthouse. So let's just keep going down the shipyard route, because that's that's the last time we're going to be able to buy a settler to fill out the rest of this island, right? We're going to need to have these coastal tiles upgraded very soon. Colonialism achieved very quickly because of those culture pillages. let's keep it moving on to natural history, get the archaeologists, figure out where these antiquity sites are, because I just bought out an archaeological museum here in Linköping. And on this east part of Scandinavia, there actually is like a decent Greek offensive going down here. Luckily, this military emergency only lasts 7 more turns, and I've got pretty good defenses here in Gothenburg. I had to move my traders all the way up to Liverpool to avoid the Free City Rebellion down here in London, but we're still going to Frankfurt. Bradford now finishing its shipyard. What the heck? This city is so strong, man. 30 production. It's a fully upgraded harbor city, so the obvious call on military is going the frigate route. We could use some more of these guys, too, to help in our quest to take out Stoke-upon-Trent. Bro, I just realized I should actually check out the city. Who's it going to flip to? And it looks like France is in the pole position to take this right now. The good thing is they've been warring me, so I'll just go and wipe them out as soon as they take it. I could really use a better sea force, though, and I see Hamar's got 2 more turns until the shipyard's done. So let's slot in the press gangs card, and we'll replace conscription. That plus 17 gold was so crucial just 10 or 20 turns ago before we got these traders going, but now it's not as important. Sheffield finishing the walls, also an underrated military city. Bradford now just 2 turns to make the frigate. Sheffield, what did we go in your encampment? Barracks plus armory. So we want to go with the melee units. I've already got a ton of those melee units, so maybe we'll just do a military engineer and we'll get some railroad stuff going on. Our builders finally arrived in Leeds. We'll be able to fix things up. Dang, that's a lot of heavy shots. Going down on our caravel unit, almost died there, but it has in fact survived. And check out this free city, trying to come after my friendly berserkers who don't want to hurt anyone except for the English. Luckily, we can make a man-at-arms wall here to fend them off. Then for my units in Stoke-upon-Trent, this caravel's really just got to get out of the action here. Come on, run, run. Can we do a pillage? Yes, sweet. Good thing we actually rebuilt this lighthouse here. 350 gold out of that. I forgot we can just go and pillage all this free city stuff again. That's awesome. In more important moves, though, this frigate, I'm like actually deathly afraid of putting it too close to Stoke-upon-Trent, because one shot from the walls, one shot from the trebuchet could totally sink this boat, but I need it to do something, so we'll go take a shot at the defenses and yet another one. I've got reinforcements trying to come in, but it's a little tough because it's just so dangerous doing any kind of fighting around here. The city's pretty strong, but you know what? If I got a bunch of things I'm worried about, that means I really don't have anything to worry about, because this catapult, it's only going to attack one thing. The walls are only going to attack one thing. Maybe we'll just heal up and not worry too much about it. This berserker might have been placed in a terrible spot, though. I'm not sure if the city can actually fire down upon them. It says it's not on a hill, so I'm going to say no, because there's a hill here. And I totally forgot I've unlocked ironclads. Let's get one of those. That'll give us air score. And we'll see how they do against the city head-to-head. Maybe it'll be a revelation. Look, major defeat, but I don't take a little bit of damage, and the city actually gets hit a decent amount, yeah. In light of that, I'm not even going to wait to get the new card in. I got hella money now. I have money bags. I'm just going to upgrade all these guys to ironclads and unleash terror upon this city. Bergen done the armory, and let's have you make military engineers as well. In fact, I'll queue 2 of these guys. I do want to get some cavalry going, but we don't have a card to boost that production just yet. And this conquest of Stoke-upon-Trent is going to be less about land warfare and more about the sea anyways. Oh man, just as I feared, the frigate destroyed. Looks like the free city couldn't touch my man-at-arms chilling right here. They even got a promotion. That's going to come in handy. And somehow this quadrireme did huge damage to the frigate standing right here. So let's try and take that out in just 1 turn. Do another shot down on the city. And let's see what the ironclad actually does. -6 to the defenses, but 23 health to the city itself. And I got another one coming around the bend. If I can get this city surrounded, under siege, we can take it super fast. Era ends in 3 turns. You know what? That might actually be a distant possibility. We've got this heal. Oh, and I can actually get the caravel in position to siege the city this turn. Look at that, under siege. There we go. That's going to make my berserker attacks a lot less futile. So let's go. 1, 2. Berserkers all around the bend. Let's get this done, guys. And now the city's down to about half health. I bet 3 turns is definitely workable. And look at that, all our lighthouse buildings paid off. We got a great admiral. This is pretty awesome abilities too. When you retire, you instantly build lighthouse, shipyard in whatever city. That makes that city a lot stronger. And 50% more flanking bonus for all your naval units. So that means when they fight together, they get 50% more of a bonus from fighting together. And we're going to get the classic +5 combat strength and movement speed for the industrial and modern era units. So this guy's going to be super helpful for us. Looks to have been created in Bergen. Let's move him down to Leeds here. That's where most of this fighting is going on anyways. Vosteros completing its market. The city's just doing so much for us now. 30 gold per turn, 15 science, and at 30 production. It's making lots of stuff. Shipyard complete in Hamar, and just like I was saying, now we can start pumping out some units, get out to work on some frigates. Okay, I definitely didn't respect these Greeks enough. They're legit on my land now. Good thing I have walls. Good thing I have walls. That's all I can say about that. Wow, so I got this notification, Barbarians approach. It's a barbarian builder. Do you want to come here and build me some farms? Looks like our guy's taking some shots, but they're all surviving. Thank goodness, that's what counts, so we can heal them up, and they'll be just fine. Catastrophic eruption. I swear my settler was right there. Oh, thank goodness the settler wasn't standing actually right there. I can found a city that's going to give us more air score. We just hit normal age. Thank goodness. Didn't even need to wipe out the English. And look at this. What happened here? It's got more borders expanding. We've got this one and this one. I didn't even buy these. It just started with these. Speaking of buying, though, let's buy a builder. We got lots of faith and lots of tiles to improve. Super happy to have a great admiral. Makes me feel like I'm legit good at the game. Okay, we can take a shot with the frigate. We got an ironclad for some damage. Berserkers. This berserker. No. Where are you going? Get out of here. Get far away from the city. You can go sit in Birmingham and give us some loyalty. And finally, we have one more ironclad. That should finish them off. Very nice. The rest is silence. See ya, bud. 5 air score for that, and no more pesky English to deal with. Keeping the city for sure. Let's see if the impact of loyalty. I don't think the impact for loyalty is updated just yet. But it looks like we have 7 or 8 turns to take London, which shouldn't be too hard. It's got no walls. We're just going to slide right in there, take it back, and control all of the UK here. It's going to be beautiful. Most importantly, though, we'll get rid of these pesky French trying to come in and take this city of London, do something across the channel. Like, stay on your side, man. Aylesund, first district going down is the harbor. We want to get that free housing. There's going to be some good tiles for this guy to work. 1, 2, 3, 4 solid tiles, plus all of these coast ones. Once we got the harbor pumping out, we got the lighthouse, we got the, what's that called? The shipyard too. Anyways, Birmingham finally behaving. We're getting the loyalty up past 40. Going up at 29 per turn though, but we're past 40, so we can actually do things now. We're going to work on the workshops. Once we get this factory working, 1, 2, 3, 4, London's going to get a boost from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stoke-upon-Trent, and I believe Leeds as well. So having this factory built here in Birmingham is actually super underrated. That plus 29 loyalty also means I can move this guy to Stoke-upon-Trent. Thank you, Reina. We'll keep that city. And we've got our first military engineer out of Bergen. Definitely building a sweet railroad. Get started. Our mouse man at arms doing great work here, holding off these 3 city troops. Look at that. And we got the 27 gold, 27 faith, 27 science for killing people with a suzerain unit. That's actually so strong. I just never had the respect to upgrade these guys with my hard-earned money, but you know what? It might have been super smart all along. Sheffield's got its first military engineer as well. Let's have him build one more. It's nice for these guys to work in tandem when they make a railroad. Bradford's just made its first frigate and contribution to the rest of the empire here. And I'm noticing it's stuck at 6 pop. And there's not a great farm triangle to be made here. However, if we just spend a little money, we can buy out this tile, get the fish. And once we upgrade this, oh my goodness, just look at these yields. That's like 8. Now the name of the game is run towards London as fast as you can. This guy here, how far can you go? Can you actually attack the city? Yep. Totally worth it. This city, I don't know if there's going to be any more troops coming out, but we'll deal with them pretty quick. Liverpool's finally finished its granary. Its only job to do since the start of this war. Man, has it taken a long time. Next thing though, definitely going with the harbor district. Plus 5 adjacency too. That's actually very nice. Back home, it looks like a courser has skirted my defenses over towards Linkoping, but we got another knight in the sea, and as you guys know, walls do tons of damage to sea units. Luckily, Hamar's coming out with a frigate in just 2 turns, and hopefully that can clean up this 1 health courser and 3 health knight. Theodora, chill out, bro. I've not even met your cities, man. There is the last of the free city units. And London, you know what? Maybe this berserker can 1v1 it, man. You can't be putting farms next to your cities because the berserker's going to eat that up, go after you. We've got Ironclad coming around here as well. Down to 84 health. Oh my gosh. And then maybe one more berserker strike. Will that seal the deal? I think so. There we go. City secured. And I see a knight. What are you doing here on my lands? What are you doing here? Stop. Stop.